This is the weekly check of the Hungry Bin and red worms. Let's see how they're doing here. See if I could take this off. Got a bungee cord here. Let's see if there's any gnats that come out at us. I see some on the top here. Whoa, there's a lot right there on the sides. So yes, we need to take care of them. Let me get some gloves on. This is just the initial check. There are some worms up here at the top. Let's see if I captured it. Right there. So, gnats. Okay, let me go ahead and get my glove on. I'll be right back. Okay, so here we are. Go ahead and check. I put moist bedding last time. Oh, I forgot all about the experiment. Let's dig those out first. Let's see, there's one, there's two. Wow, there's a ton of mites here. Alright, where's the third one? Okay, here it is. Alright, let's check this out. Well, there's worms and mites in here. Well, I did see a worm. There's one worm. And a bunch of... Oh, there's a worm sticking out here. Might be the same one. Oh, no wonder it's trying to get out. Trying to get out of where I'm digging at. Actually, there's a couple worms. It does smell. I'm not quite sure what was in here. Can't remember if it was the mac and cheese or the dressing. Worm on the cover. On the inside there are red mites. Alright, let's cover this one back up. Next is whatever this is. There's some worms on the bottom, outside. Worm on the inside cover. So we know worms are getting into this. There are some worms here on the sides. Wish I could remember what this was. I should have labeled them better, but I didn't think it would be that much of a deal. So we know they're getting into both of them. And I think that, the experiment is complete. We know they're getting into it. We know they eat it. We know they're into this one as well. It just takes them a couple weeks to get into it. Let's see. There's some red mites on this cover. Red mites in here. What was this? Oh, this was the hot dog. And it's smelly. So meat, we know, takes a while for them to get into, but there is worms here on the inside. So I would say all of them are successes, and I believe they're finished. So I will go ahead and remove these items so they have free reign on the food instead of having to come into a container. Worms are everywhere. Good thing. Let's see, what was this? This was the dressing, which I don't see any. I'm going to keep this one. I don't see any worms in this one, just mites. So we'll go ahead and keep this one, which is, I believe, the cilantro dressing. It does smell a bit. Keep this one. So the mac and cheese and hot dog, we know they're getting into. They're not avoiding it. We'll see if they avoid this one for next week. Alright, let me go ahead and take these out, clean these up, and I'll be back. Alright, so I cleaned out the other two containers. I was very surprised that the hot dog one went before the dressing one, but you never know. You know, that the worms went for it quicker. Okay, lots of worms in here. Lots of mites as well. Alright. They are going to get a good feeding today. We'll see how long, if they ever do get into the dressing container. Alright, let me mix it in here. There's the bones that I put in from, I imagine it will last for a very long time. It's just a few bones, not a lot. Alright, we'll put this in the center. And the usual ground eggshells. And it's a bunch of food. Got this from our neighbor, so I never know what's in here. Plus, I think I added a couple things from my own garden. What is this? Cabbage, red cabbage, carrot. Oh, what is this? I think I put this in there. This was what is that? From Thanksgiving. What's that? Cranberry. Cranberry from a can. Some more lettuce. Potatoes. Looks like some beans. Rice. Some celery. Onion. This is all stuck together. Nope, I'm not going to worry about getting it apart. Beans and celery looks like there's two here. Ooh. Spread these out here as well as I can. Okay. And I got some coffee grounds. Let's see, what should I use for that? I'm not going to use a whole lot of it. Here's the container that I got from a different person on Share Waste. Just going to sprinkle some. I have other bins I want to feed this to. Okay. We have some dry bedding. Use the dry bedding to get the coffee grounds off my hand. It's working pretty good. Okay. Trying to cover up the frozen food as best I can. Also going to put some diatomaceous earth. Sprinkle it on top of the dry bedding here. I'm going to be very generous with this. Okay, and then I will put the fabric, the garden fabric, which is 4 layers deep, on top, off camera. And thank you for coming on this journey with me.